Hey guys, the Chickens here. We are back today with another home gym video. In today's video, guys, I want to go over the top 3 things that you need for your home gym that you may not have thought about. So I'm not going to go over the obvious stuff like you need a squat rack and a barbell and weight plates, because obviously you need all of those things, depending on how you like to work out. But most home gyms are already going to have that. That's what you're going to be building it around. So I want to go over some things that you may not think of that come in super handy, and I use pretty much every single time that I work out. So let's get right into it. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. It would be really cool if we did that. So I'll give you a sec. Just take a moment and hit that stupid button for me. All right. So first up, we're going to be talking about, as I walk over to grab one, these guys. Now, this will probably be on most people's list already, but bands. You got to, there's just so much you can do with them. They're so cheap. They fit in every situation. And I mean, they're great for warm-ups, they're great for work sets, they're great for variation on lifts like benching and squatting and deadlifting. Changes up the movement a little bit. Something that home gyms struggle with is just having that variety of exercise selection. So throwing on a set of bands makes it different, makes it fun, makes you want to train more. And yeah, they just check all the boxes. And I know it's one of those common things. The next two are not as common. But I mean, you can't have a home gym without a good set of bands. Next up, we have, this might be something that surprises some of you, but some sort of Crossmember is really important to have. Now, I know most racks are going to come with this already, but if you don't have one, they're super useful. So I like this one. It's just a single pole Crossmember. I think that's, more so what I'm talking about for this, because it allows you to do pull-ups. It gives you something really nice to attach your bands to. You can do inverted rows. You can do a lot of different stuff off of it. And it also solidifies the rack. They're pretty cheap depending on what company that you get it from. I think mine was like less than $50 in Canadian money, which is nothing to those of you in the States. But a Crossmember, something like this, it can be super handy. You can do a lot of different things with it. If you're benching inside the rack, for example, you could set up like a reverse bench thing. But for the most part, it's pull-ups and it's things you can wrap your bands around. And with that, you can do chest flies, you can do reverse flies, you can do a lat pull down kind of fix up. There's a lot of stuff you can do just with that little thing right there. So if your rack doesn't come with that, then you might as well get it, because you can do a lot of stuff with it and it offers you that really nice stability. So lastly here, guys, we're flying through this. Lastly here, something that people may not think about all the time, but if we look up like that, lights. Lighting makes an absolute world of difference. I got to adjust this. World of difference for your home gym, because when you're working out, you don't want it to be in a dark, space full of bugs and somewhere that in general you don't want to be in. Having better lighting literally gives you more energy. Think about when you wake up in the morning. If you wake up someplace where it's dark versus if you wake up someplace and it's light out, it makes a huge difference on your energy. And, you may not be able to control the time that you work out, but you are able to control it if you have, you are able to control your lighting. So that's made a huge difference for me. When I first started here working out, I had like one incandescent bulb hanging from the ceiling, and it was awful. I couldn't see anything and it sucked. It just made the space a place that I didn't want to be in. Now, this is kind of a tie, because I have something that kind of does the same thing, and I'll group it in here together. So lighting and a television is what I would say is a really nice add-on. And I mean, you can get like a sweet TV now at a decent size for like a couple $100. They're really not that expensive anymore. And it makes a big difference because, again, going back to those points I just made, turns it into a space that you want to be in. You can throw on other people working out if you feel a little bit demotivated or whatever. You can catch up on whatever you want to watch if you're doing like lower steady state cardio, or just like an off day kind of workout, or if you just want to watch the game and do some curls. It's cool. It's nice to have, and for me, it's something that makes a big difference in terms of me wanting to be in the space and want to use it more. It's little things like that, like lighting and like those little creature comforts that make a big difference. And when we talk about home gyms, it's always about getting the most out of it, getting the most out of the space. Sure, you can just use a bench and some dumbbells and stick them away in the corner and do that. But, for most of us, we want to get the most out of it. So those are my top 3.5 kind of things that I would say every home gym needs. And if you guys have other things, I'd be interested to know. So shoot them down below in the comments section. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. And make sure to subscribe. Catch you the next one. Check it out.